Hey guys, we're here for the Geico 500 here at Talladega. First time coming to Talladega after an exciting race at Eldora, where we saw Keegan Alsop pick up the win. It was his second win of the season, even though it wasn't a points race. But we come here to Talladega for a 19-lap race. It should be 29 laps. Excuse me for a second. But I've tried recording this race about 2-3 times. I think it's 3 times now. And it just wouldn't save or something, and so I'm push it down to 19 laps. So Andre Weeks will start on pole next to Mason Powers, and then Cameron, Blake, and Philip Goldberg. Philip comes in actually leading the most laps of the season so far at 52. So yeah, just thought that was interesting. Then Eric Powers and Robert Goldberg, Anthony Corby and Hank Akbar, and then we go to Alex Hawkins and Anthony Newton, and that's your starting 10. Here's a look at the rest. Here's Patrick Gill. Your points leader by 18 points. Then we go to Hair Gel, who is your Daytona 500 champion. And then Ferdinand starting kind of in the back. Steven Rooks and the 23 car of Marshall Rich round out the field. And let's get the command to start engines. There was the command. And we're getting going now. Cars are rolling off. Andre Weeks and Mason Powers are going to lead us to the green flag. We'll be right back. Alright, here comes the field. Andre Weeks' first career pole. He comes in 30th in points. Mason Powers comes in 27th in points. So 2 drivers low in points starting up front. They're going to lead us to the green flag. Robert Goldberg already jumps outside. Here we go. Green flag is out. Andre leads us to the green flag. And to lead lap 1, it's going to be Mason Powers. He climbs up to the front spot almost right away. And they are all so close right here. Into turn 1, look at that, 4 wide, no 3 wide. We were just going 4 wide. 4 wide, back just a little bit though. So they come off turn 2 for the second time today. 29 lap race. Okay. I thought I put it in 19, so 29 lap race it is. Mason Powers still your race leader, holding on to the race lead. But here comes Malik Nivens in the 19 car, trying to take the race lead now. Away from Mason Powers. And look at that field, 40 drivers. That was Malik that led that lap. And we got 4 wide behind them. Here goes your points leader, Patrick Gill and Hair Gel, the 2 drivers. 2 of the fan favorites coming in. Your points leader, who's yet to get a win, Hair Joe, the Daytona 500 champion. And Hair Joe's all up on Dejon, because here comes... Oh, and Keegan also gets turned in the back. Cody Hagan and more involved. As we race back to the line, it looks like Patrick Gill might have the race lead, but Sam Frazier's going to get a run right here. Excuse me. Igor Silva in the 3 on the inside, and at the line it's gonna be, I believe Patrick Gill is your leader under caution. He is. Make sure everyone. Alright, we're gonna go look at the first caution of the day, and we will be right back. Keegan Alsop is running 12th right here. Well, racing for 8th it looks like, but he's gonna go 4 wide with Igor Silva, Robert Goldberg, and Jeff Fraser. And it looks like, to be honest, it looks like Robert Goldberg's just going to turn in right here. He's just going to turn in the corner a little sooner than Keegan does. We got to go from helicopter, and he's going to turn into Keegan, who's going to get in the front bumper of Cody Hagan, who spins down. And then everyone on the outside back here is just going to get involved. But on the inside, you see Jesse Turner turn Ferdinand in up here. Bunch of these drivers just nowhere to go. Carson Scott down into the grass, and then he's going to get clipped from the one car of Raymond Fisher. And at the top of the screen, you're going to see Carson just take a hard hit into the outside wall. Many drivers. Ferdinand, another fan favorite who came into this race. A lot of people thought he might have a chance to win, get his 4th career win of the season, end of his career. Here's Carson Scott on the outside wall. Almost head on, but lucky for him, Ferdinand was right there to catch him. If not, that might have been a head-on collision. Here's Ferdinand now. Let's go back just a little more. He's running on the inside here. He gets tapped from Hank Akbar, and then Jesse's just right there behind him. Andre Weeks, your pole sitter, got involved. Robert Fergus. Philip Goldberg. Oh, and then it looks like the 33 car of Alex Hawkins is going to get up and over. It's Andrew Jordan spinning around, and Philip Goldberg just got back of Robert there too. Just big power right here. And then let's watch the 33 car. He's going to get up and over. Oh, it looks like Eric Powers just keeps running into him, it looks like. Just going to flip him up and over. Robert Goldberg looks like he's done for the day. A lot of drivers. Not too much damage on a bunch of drivers, but a bunch of drivers do have a bunch. Let's go on with Andre Weeks, and then we will go back live. He's about mid-pack here now. He's right behind this. Let's go with Caleb Brennan, then we will start. Caleb carrying the Geico colors and sponsor for the Geico 500. Nowhere to go. So the first caution's out on lap 3. And we will be right back. And we'll see how this plays out. Patrick Gill's your race leader. We'll be right back. Okay, so they're lining back up, or they're lining up on the backstretch. Patrick Gill's your leader. Sam Fraser, Igor Silva, Hair Gel, Mike Collin, and Anthony Newton's your top. Well, Mike Collins your top 5, and then it's Anthony Newton, Malik Nivens, Mason Powers, Dejon Weeks, and Cody Brennan. But that's your top 10. But I believe they might hit pit road here. It's early in the race, but you gotta hit pit road, and so let's see if they hit it. I believe they will. It looks like they're signaling to hit pit road. Everyone down there. You got a few drivers on pit road already, but they're real torn up. That's 42. All right, let's go back here to Patrick. Here we go. First one on is Patrick, Sam, Igor. Everyone just comes on down. Let's see if anyone stays out. Everyone comes down, it looks like, and the first off we will see will be... We have 3 drivers retired already, by the way. Eric Powers, Jesse Turner, and Andrew Jordan, and now Robert Goldberg is retired. But first off is Igor Silver, Patrick Gill, Mike Collin, Malik Nivens, and Mason Powers is your top 5. Jeff Fraser just retired. Keegan Alsop just retired. And we'll be right back when the field's caught up and the sorting order is sorted through. Just got the 1 to go signal, so we're going to restart on lap 8 of 29. Igor Silver is your race leader. First retirees, only 8 or 9 drivers retired, excuse me. The first out was Jesse Turner, Eric Powers. Then it was Robert Goldberg, Andrew Jordan, Cody Hagan, Keegan Alsup, Jeff Fraser, and I would say the fan favorite Ferdinand Gabot. He 3 wins, going for his 4th already this early in the season. I would say that's a fan favorite. This only would mark Ferdinand's 2nd DNF of the season, and Andrew Jordan's 1st DNF of the season. I didn't really realize that stat till just right now. Alex Hawkins is 1 lap down, and then 31 drivers still on the lead lap. It will be, first driver will be the 3 car, 48. I'm just going to say numbers really quick because we're getting close. 11, 19, 14, 21, 15, 78, 22, 7, 38, 27, 24, 23, 43, 47, 35, 44, 17, 16, 26. You know, you can see the rest. We're just getting close. The damaged cars, I would say, will be maybe Anthony Corby on back, and Anthony will be restarting 25th. So Anthony, Phillip, Robert Fergus, Caleb Brennan, Cameron Garlington, Carson Scott, and Andre Weeks, your pole sitter. I would say those will be the drivers that might be a little slow. But Igor Silva comes in last in points, and he's up here leading the race right now. I know it's early, but it's good to start leading. However, so here we go. He's going to restart the field. Igor Silva, Patrick Gill, Mike Collin restart the field. Cody Brennan always makes a move out. We're back green here at Talladega. Excuse me. The lap car of the 33 of Alex Hawkins. This will be interesting because here the draft is important, but Alex looks like he might be a little slow, and he's going to be holding up a bunch of these drivers. Excuse me once again. I'm sorry. Now he's holding up Cody Brennan in the 78, but everyone's going to get on the inside of him. I think he's going to go to the outside like he should do, 1 lap down, if he can't keep up. Oh, he almost gets into Marshall Rich there. Alright, let's go back to the race up front. Igor Silva holds off, and it's a 4-car pull away. Just about. Patrick Gill still up here, Mason Powers and Mike Collin. And now the rest of the field is going to close in. Looks like everyone's going to get through the 33 car of Alex Hawkins just fine. So we saw, I would say it was not too bad. I don't think that's the big one. We might see a bigger one, but so far we've seen the big one, and we're 3 wide for the race. Never mind. Patrick shuts the door on Mike Collin. Patrick trying to take the race lead for no, he had the race lead before caution, so 2nd time today. He's back to the front. And he's going to lead another lap here at Talladega. But look at Mason Powers. He just did a huge move. He slid up the track, and that allowed Graham Stecker to get on the inside. Excuse me once again, guys. I'm sorry. And look at Graham draft off Patrick, and he's going to try to get the race lead here on the backstretch. This front pack is about 20 cars all the way back to Ryan Saroff, who's not really up here, but he's right here. So here's the front pack. That's 20 cars, and then all the cars who I said would probably be just a little slower. They're all single file, so they don't run too bad. And look at the race lead now. Noah Kramer and Bailey Scott up here fighting for the race lead of Graham Stecker. Graham's going to lead that lap on the outside, though. The outside and the middle look like they are pretty well through the tri-oval. The inside's where you want to be the rest of the track, but through the tri-oval, if you're in the middle of the high lane, you could possibly steal a win. So we're going to have to watch that as the race comes to the later parts. 2 drivers have lost the draft, the 13 and the 33. And now Caleb's just going to go around the 33 car of Alex Hawkins. And there was a wreck. Oh no. I believe Patrick Gill might have been involved. Oh, he was. And the second pack all gets in here. Graham Stecker, Caleb Brennan. And it looks like Noah Kramer might be the leader at the line. It's going to be close. Noah Kramer's the leader at the line. Did not even notice the wreck. We were looking at the back of the field. Carson Scott, Cameron Garlington, Patrick Gill's all torn up. We'll be right back to look at the second wreck here on lap 11 of 29 here today at Talladega. So it's going to start with Anthony Newton, Dejon Weiss, Marshall Rich. Let's just watch it. So what's going to happen is Anthony's going to get into Dejon, which gets into, which they go outside. They're going to get into Graham, Marshall, and Patrick is going to get in the wall right there. But then you see Marshall Rich come back up the track, and he's going to collect the 38 car and Patrick Gill. And then all these drivers back here, Sam Fraser up there, Anthony Newton hard in the wall. So it looks like it's just going to be these few drivers. Small little wreck, maybe 5-6 cars max. But then here comes the second pack. The second pack who have been drifting back just a little bit. They're going to run right into Graham, Raymond Fisher, Brian. And watch this. All the cars down here on the apron who are already damaged, all of them just run into the back of one another. Just nowhere to go for most of these drivers. 13 cars got a hard hit coming up. Right there into the 11, 6, and 1. Graham Stecker ends up on the side of his car. Then up here we have a car flipping. This Marshall Rich. Cameron Garlington comes through here. Into Phillip. Then back up into the... Marshall Rich barrel rolls down. And he's going to get stuck on Phillip Goldberg. Let's see. So he's right here, and he's going to get hit from all the cars coming out of nowhere. He flips up the track, gets into Hank Akbar, and then just flips down the track. Carson Scott in the 25 car. In the back of Phillip, up the track. Anthony Corby got into him too. 33 car rides the wall. Alex Hawkins. Henry Powers doesn't look like he has too much damage from this wreck. Let's see how he did get... Wow, he was running in the back from where they first started. Let's watch this. There's Patrick up here. Gonna scrape the wall just a little bit, but he gets through there pretty good. That was a good save from him. And watch how close this is to Patrick Gill. Oh, Patrick, oh, so close. Almost took him out right there. And then Mike Collin got into Sam Fraser and not him. So we're in a caution for the second time today here on lap 11 and 29. We'll be right back, and we will show you your field. We're back down the backstretch under caution. And that retiree list is about to go up. All these drivers all torn up. Patrick Gill stayed out, though. More than likely, he'll hit pit road this time, but most of these drivers came down before it was open. Here's Carson Scott. His day's over, it looks like. And we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I had to do something really quick. We're still on lap 12 of 29. No Kramer's your lead, and it looks like they're going to hit pit road. But it looks like Bobby Frazier might stay out. Few drivers might stay out here and play the strategy game. Bobby Frazier, it's like he might be one of them. The 33 car of Alex Hawkins, but he's a lap down. So everyone else comes down pit road, though. So Bobby Frazier will be your race leader, though, after pit stops. Interesting call there for the Rouse car. Rouse Fenway racing car. Excuse me. Like I said, the list will grow larger for all the cars retired. Andre Weeks has retired. Anthony Corby, Cameron Garlington, Robert Fergus, Carson Scott. Noah Kramer first one off. Bailey Scott, 22, 21 car, and then Cody Brennan. Also, the 55 car of Brian Goldberg has retired. The 6 car of Cameron Blake. The 1 car of Raymond Fisher. The 11 car of Mike Collin. The 7 car of Sam Fraser. The 15 of Anthony Newton. 23 of Marshall Rich. 38 of Graham Stecker. And that leaves just... That leaves only 16 drivers on the lead lap, with the 33 car still being 1 lap down. So we'll have 16 drivers left when we start, and we'll be right back when we get the one to go signal. So while we were away, Bobby Fraser decided to hit pit road. Maybe he was just trying to lead a lap, and he's going to start on the back, maybe to be safe. Very interesting call from the 48 crew. Patrick Gill stays out after a wrecked race car, and look at him. No hood, all torn up. He's not even restarting in the back. Your top 10 though is Noah Kramer. Where is it? Noah Kramer, Bailey Scott, Colin Grant, Dejon Weeks, Cody Brennan, Mason Powers, Henry Powers, Hair Gel, the 26 car of Ryan Saroff, 35 of Hank Akbar, Stephen Rooks, Patrick Gill, Brian Walter, Malik Nivens, Igor Silva, and Bobby Fraser is your field. And then 33 car of Alex Hawkins, who is still one lap down. Not up to speed with the rest of the drivers, but if he gets his lap back, he possibly could be in contention. Not sure, though. He's still very slow. Be interesting if he could. We're going to restart on lap 16 and 29, so we're coming to the end of the race. We just had the big one here at Talladega. That was the big one, I would say. You know what? No, we had the big one and the huge one. But here we go. Noah Kramer's going to lead us to the green flag. Not too good of a season for him, but here we go. Noah Kramer is going to restart the race on lap 16 of 29 here at Talladega. And Bailey Scott on his outside almost right away. But the 22 car of Colin Grant's going to ditch Bailey and fall in line behind Noah. Alex Hawkins holding back some of the drivers, but everyone's going to try to fan around him. Patrick Gill falling back just a little bit now. And they're going to go 4 wide. 3 wide. Henry Powers behind Alex Hawkins. He's going to ditch him and now fall back in line. And Alex is just going the wrong way. And Patrick Gill's falling to the last. And now look, we have a change for the race lead. It's Colin Grant. He's going to lead his first lap here today at Talladega. Bailey Scott to the inside now. Patrick Gill is now starting to lose the drafts with Hank and Alex Hawkins. These three all losing the draft now. That puts 13 drivers up here in the main pack. And as I was saying that, Dejon Weeks and Bailey Scott are now battling for the race lead. Stephen Rooks coming on the far inside now. Here comes Dejon Weeks. Bailey got a nice run through the tri-oval. Like I said, that outside lane could be used to win this race. Front pack, we have a little space back to the 24 car of Brian Walter, but he's closing in real fast. They'll catch this back up and make it one big pack. This is 14 cars in this front pack. And then here's the 3 cars who have lost the draft. Here comes Dejon. His dad started on pole, wrecked out, and so Dejon now trying to take the race lead from Bailey Scott. He's going to have the run off turn 4, but can Bailey get a run through the tri-oval once again? Look at the run Bailey gets through the tri-oval. At the line, it was still Bailey. Bailey leads yet another lap. But here comes Colin on the inside now. Now we're 3 wide for the race lead. With 11 laps to go here at Talladega. $14 drivers can win it. Bobby Fraser, who pit a lap after everyone else now has made his way up back to the front. And now he's chasing the race lead with help from Mason Powers, and Mason's actually going to ditch him now. Noah Kramer got into Dejon Weeks just a little bit there through the tri-oval, But Colin Grant, still your race leader once again. 10 laps to go here at Talladega. Here, these three cars, they've now all caught up to one another. Patrick Gill, your point. This is why he's your points leader. He takes a wrecked race car and he still races with it. And he makes passes with it too. Excellent driver Patrick Gill is. But Hair Gel's up here, who is third in points, 19 points back. Bailey Scott's up here, who's fourth in points, 29 points back. Andrew Jordan's been get a DNF. Jesse Turner, Eric Powers is out. Colin Grant's up here, and we got pit stops. Ryan Saroff, Bailey Scott, Cody Brennan, and Henry Powers all hit pit road. 4 drivers. Did not think we would see pit stops again, but this might be the last stop this time. This whole pack right here, this is one driver from each, from a team. No drivers here are teammates. Very impressive until you go back here to the 17 car and the 3 car, or 17 and 16 car. So it looks like Ryan Saroff might be the first off pit road. Who comes down this time? It looks like Malik Nivens, Mason Powers, Brian Walter, Igor Silva, Hair Gel, and Dejon Weeks all hit pit road this time by. So 4 drivers yet to make their pit stop. And they're going to catch down. They put Henry down a lap. But Henry will easily get his lap back. Don't worry about that. They can put Cody Brennan down a lap. Maybe Bailey Scott. No Kramer's lost the draft for these 3. These 3 are single file. And then here is Ryan Saroff, your first off last time. Looks like your first off this time was going to be Malik Nivens. Then it's going to be Brian Walter, Igor, Mason, Dejon. Alright, let's get back to this. Alright, these 4 do pit now. Colin, Steven, Bobby, and Noah Kramer. So we'll watch Colin Grant for a second. Alright. Malik Nivens is out front now of everyone, but let's see who will be first off pit road this time for these drivers. Steven Rooks and Bobby Fraser side by side. It's going to be. Steven Rooks will be first one off. The 35, 48, and 33, they have not hit pit road yet. Won't be surprised if they hit pit road this time by. So Malik Nivens is actually your race leader right now. Well, actually it's Steven Rooks. But Malik Nivens, if he catches up to these drivers, he will be it. And now the field's all spreaded out. Steven Rooks and Bobby, though, they're your 1-2. Here's Malik and the rest of the field. They'll catch back up soon, guys. Don't worry about that. And look at this close racing between Dejon, Bailey, and Mason Powers. They're all making contact. They'll settle it out there. Steven Rooks and Bobby Fraser, first 2 off. Malik around Colin. Here's Brian Walter. Nobody in the top 10 right now. Nobody in the top 11 has had a win this year so far, except nobody has. So, will we see a first-time winner here at Talladega? I believe we might. And it's Bobby Fraser now trying to go to the race lead around Steven Rooks. There's the pack. They're chasing these 2. These 2 are slowing down now that they're side by side. Here's Malik Nivens. He had a fast stop. He's ready to retake the race lead. Patrick Gill still the last car in the lead lap, back in 16th. I'm not sure if they'll catch him. Look at Steven Rooks from the top to get a little run behind Bobby to the bottom. He's trying to take the race lead back. At the line, it was Bobby. And the pack is coming. Cody Brennan has lost the pack. So has Henry Powers. And these three, they've been lost it. But look at the run Hank Akbar and Patrick Gill have on the 33 car. And the drivers who have lost the pack, they are racing hard. 3 wide now for these 3 drivers. And look, everyone's closed in now. Bobby Fraser to the race lead. He's had the race lead, but he's finally cleared the 44 car now that the inside lanes all got the help. This is 11 drivers up here racing for the race win. Here's Noah Kramer. Bobby stays out front. Down to 4 laps to go here at Talladega. They might end up catching these 3 drivers. Patrick, Hank Akbar, and Alex Hawkins. And Noah Kramer tries to go to the race lead now. He's got to run down the backstretch. He's got Brian Walter on the inside for help. There's Hair Joe. He's back up to the front now. Hair Joe wants to visit victory lane once again. Can he be the only man in Nintendo Cup history to win at both restrictor plate races and be the only driver to have restrictor plate wins? Look at this. Almost 4 wide for second behind Noah Kramer. It's 4 wide now. But Noah Kramer leads a lap. 3 to go here at Talladega. Will we stay green the rest of the way? Hair Joe's up to second. If we see a caution flag, that will end the race. Hair Joe now makes the move. Oh, Mason Powers and Brian Walter making contact in the 14 and 24. And Noah with a run on the outside is going to clear Hair Joe down the backstretch still. Noah keeps the race lead, coming to 2 laps to go. The first 3 are single file, and then it's the battle. 2 laps to go here at Talladega. Who's it going to be? And will we make it to the white flag? Hair Joe trying to take the race lead now. They see the other 3 drivers up in the front. Noah Kramer's got help. Hair Joe's got help. We're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Into turn 3 and 4. Oh, the inside lane's got the advantage now. And here comes Mason on the inside. Hair Joe to the outside. Bailey to the far inside. Here we go. White flag is out here at Talladega. Hair Joe led that lap, but here comes Bailey. 4th in points. Steven Rooks on the far inside. Mason Powers, you got the inside lane, the outside lane, and the middle lane. The middle's got the most help, but who's it going to be? Here we go. Steven and Bailey Scott racing for it. Dejon trying to make something on the inside. Bailey Scott on the outside. He's trying to make the outside work late in the race. Can he do it, or will Steven Rooks get it? And Dejon's right up to Steven Rooks' back bumper. The outside lane's falling back. Here comes Steven. Dejon, Bobby Fraser. Bailey Scott on the outside. Is Bailey going to have enough? Bailey with the run on the outside. And at the line, it's going to be 4 wide. Bailey Scott wins it here at Talladega. Bailey Scott will get his first career win. He came in 4th in points. 29 points back behind Patrick, Ferdinand, and Irvan. Or just behind Patrick. And then Gabba and Irvan were before him. Bailey Scott picks up his first career win here at Talladega. Exciting finish. Steven Rooks ends up 2nd. Dejon Weeks 3rd. Bobby Fraser 4th. And Mason Powers your top 5. Malik Nivens, Igor Silva, Ryan Saroff, Noah Kramer. Then it was Irvan Alonso who will get 10th. Colin Grant, the 24 car of Brian Walter, will end up finishing 11th and 12th. And then Cody Brennan, Henry Powers, and will be 14th. And it's Hank Akbar, Patrick Gill, and the 33 car of Alex Hawkins. Bailey Scott wins it here. Let's look at the rest of the results really quick. I think Bailey might almost be out of gas. Says complete. Let's export it now. Race 10. So I read your top 17. Then it's going to be Graham Stecker, Marshall Rich, Anthony Newton, Sam Fraser, Mike Collin, Raymond Fisher, Cameron Blake, Brian Goldberg, Philip Goldberg, Carson Scott, Robert Fergus, Cameron Garlington, Anthony Corby, Andre Weeks, Caleb Brennan, Ferdinand Gabot, Jeff Fraser, Keegan Alsop, Cody Hagan, Andrew Jordan, Robert Goldberg, Eric Powers, and Jesse Turner is your top 40. The rest of the field. Bailey Scott picks up his first career win. We saw 2 big ones here today at Talladega. We're going to Kansas next week. That's going to be for the SpongeBob SquarePants 400. Probably going to be one of the best races of the year, I would say. So Bailey Scott picks up his first career win. Make sure everyone passes the start-finish line. Everyone did, so the results should save. Let's just export it one more time. Yes. Okay, so results are saved. Bailey Scott picks up his first career win. We're going to go look at points. Congratulations, Bailey Scott. Okay, Patrick Gill keeps the points lead, only 13 points above of Ron Alonso. Bailey Scott closing in just 14 points now back from Patrick Gill. Then it's Ferdinand Gabot, Colin Grant, Andrew Jordan, Philip Goldberg, Cody Brennan, Jesse Turner, Anthony Newton, your top 10. Raymond Fisher back to 34th. His win looks like it's not going to help him. He needs to get back in the top 30. Robert Fergus falls back to last place in points now. Igor goes up one position. So there you guys have it. Bailey Scott moves up to second or third. I wanted to look at here are all your drivers with a win so far. 3 wins to Ferdinand, 2 wins to Anthony Corby, Raymond Fisher, Philip Goldberg, Keegan Alsop, Ron Alonso, and Bailey Scott all have wins. So congratulations to Bailey Scott on your first career win. And Kansas next race.